marketing. Money. No, you're not muted. Oh, hey everybody. I think I'm going to start doing that. That's kind of fun. Doing a word or the person that we're introducing. Hi everybody.
That's right.
I'm subdued because I know that we want to do a hypnosis session. So I'm like, oh, let me start relaxing now. And
Well,
also,
while you're relaxing, I'm going to drink another few gulps of coffee. How about
okay,
that?
cool. Yeah, I just drank my coffee. Actually, I know why I'm subdued because I can hear myself in my ears now, and I'm really freaking loud. So I'm gonna step back a little bit. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna read the intro. So first of all, let me do the normal thing. Hi, my name's Harris Fellman. This is the Tellman and Fellman Show. My name's Harris Fellman, and that very handsome gentleman over there.
This is Tellman Knudsen. Man, you really are subdued today.
I know. Well,
you're not
it's
even
really
screaming into the mic today. You're not even.
It's too much. I mean,
blowing
now
out
I
the
can do it.
mic.
I can do it now, but then my daughter will get mad because all of our doors are open. Our son's coming
Those
soon.
earbuds
So
back in. Then I think
yeah,
that's maybe that goes for maybe it's a better radio voice, more of a smooth talking, easy
smooth,
classic hits.
I don't know. So I probably need to do this more often because I'm probably overcompensating for my
Yep.
height. I don't know.
I mean, we're all overcompensating for something, Harris. It's understandable.
Oh, let's talk about that. Anyway, what is really holding you back, dear audience, during today's action-packed or lack of action-packed, I don't know, action-packed episode of the
Would that
Tellman
be
and Fellman Show?
laction-packed?
Laction, I know. I was going for it, but it was like, I don't know. Episode 81, in
8-1.
fact.
That's right.
We're going to discuss focus, mindset, and what's really holding you back. And definitely, if you're reading that, hopefully what's holding you back is not your spelling, because we missed an L when we wrote that one, but we got it right the first time. So we're just doing this fast sometimes, and it happens. So get over your spelling. From achieving, what's really holding you back from achieving the level of success that you desire? Are you ready to experience a wealth hypnosis from actually somebody who is really, really incredible at it, has done probably hundreds of them.
Thousands upon thousands. Like, I've done thousands of hypnosis sessions.
And then if you multiply that by like how many people, like, because I know you started off doing it on the radio, and so I'm sure you've done it on, one to many, on the internet as well. Well, you've sold.
No, I mean, I've hypnotized thousands of people from stage. I've done live group hypnosis, wealth hypnosis webinars with hundreds of people at a time on Zoom calls and webinar calls where we do hypnosis. So yeah, I mean,
years ago,
hundreds of thousands of people I've hypnotized easily.
Yeah. Years ago, you were in Pasadena when I lived there, and I said, yeah, let's do it. You hypnotized me on my couch, I think. And I am hypnosis, self-hypnosis works for me pretty well. Hypnosis works for me. Binaural beats works for me. Like
binaural beats, yeah. I remember when I discovered binaural beats in college. That was incredible.
It sounds like bullshit, but I mean, and I know maybe for some people it doesn't work. I mean, I know some people.
It's not at all bullshit.
It's
really, really powerful.
Yeah, really powerful. And what was I going to say? Oh, and some people think gratitude is bullshit.
Yeah. It's like being nice to people is also bullshit, right?
Right. Well, now maybe, I don't know. Nowadays, I'm scared to come to some places in the United States if I don't have my gun with me. Anyway, so we are going to do a live hypnosis session during today's episode. I guess I presume Tellman will be responsible and say what I'm about to say when we get closer to it. But if you'd like to participate in that, we'll give it a couple minutes before we start from now to give you an opportunity to get somewhere safe, right? If you're like driving a car, you should not listen to the hypnosis session. If you're, they always say, or operating heavy machinery, which I think is hilarious. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to go meditate. Don't operate heavy machinery while you do your binaural beats.
No wrecking balls while you're listening to today's hypnosis session, ladies and gentlemen. But really, don't drive. Don't be driving. Don't be doing anything that requires your focused attention. We'll probably start doing the hypnosis session in 15 minutes or so. We'll talk for a little while beforehand, maybe answer some questions. And I'll give you plenty of warning. But during the hypnosis portion of today's episode, you need to be sitting down or laying down in a place that if you were to fall asleep, it wouldn't cause yourself or anyone else any harm in any way, right? So
Right.
just think about it like a 20-minute meditation, and
Yeah, this
during
will be cool
meditation,
too
your eyes
because,
are closed, you're going to be
be
chilling out, and you're not going to be doing anything else, right?
this will be cool too because we're providing this for free, and it will always be on our wherever we're streaming right now, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm just looking up here. I don't know what that A is over there on the side. What is that?
What are
What
you
is that?
talking about?
The live streams. I've seen your Facebook, my Facebook, a couple more our Facebook
Oh, that's the
pages.
Art of Email Marketing Facebook group. It's A is for the art.
Oh, I know, but it doesn't have a little F for Facebook. You see how it's
That's because it's Facebook broke the way that you integrate with Facebook groups, and you have to like manually back into it with whatever it's called, RMTP. So I'm house sitting right now, ladies and
oh
gentlemen.
man, you ruined my question. I had one question. I was like,
Well,
where
I'm saying,
are you?
look, I have a cat who's decided to intrude on the live stream here. So just
All right,
heads up. Hopefully it won't be too intrusive. You get to see a butt here. Anyway, I'm house sitting for a friend, and
imagine if Tellman was just like, "Meow." Let me just get rid of this. Meow. Cats are great though. Oh my God, I saw a video recently, which was just of a cat. I don't watch a lot of cat videos, but I don't know if I sent it to you. This cat ran up some stairs and tried to jump across to the roof, slams on the tin roof, falls down, and I'm talking 10 feet, 2 stories, and it falls down, runs back up. And like the guy commenting is like, well, there went one of your lives. And then the cat did it again. Boom, boom, bounces off of this tin roof. I'm like, no way that cat, and then the cat tries to do it again. And then does it, and he's like, well, now you got 7 lives left. And then the cat does it one more time. So close, bounces, goes backwards, literally does 2 flips on the way down, totally fine. That's the end of, unfortunately, I really, you really, right, you really wanted that cat to get across that damn tin roof, but I don't think it's possible because it's tin and it's trying to grab with nothing. So,
well,
but it was
so
pretty
I
amazing.
took this dog out for a walk this morning, and so I live in Vermont, and it was really warm yesterday. It was like 51 degrees or something yesterday. So
Oh, wow.
everything melted, and then overnight it froze, but there was fog and stuff, and so it froze in such a way that it wasn't just black ice, but invisible ice on every surface this morning. And so like I was out like all the stairs,
that cat
wooden
wants to be on
stairs,
camera.
slate stairs, like everything, the sidewalk. I had to take the garbage out and the recycling and all the stuff, and I was just skating all over the place on what looked like normal ground. Very, very dangerous walking around this morning. But dude,
oh man, when I was in Breckenridge once, I was Andrea was still together. No, anyway, it was years ago. And we went to I went downstairs into this, like, I don't know. It used to be a prison, but it was like, I thought it was really cool, and for sure she probably wouldn't have given a shit about it. It was like it was a museum of 1940s prison, whatever. And I was like, honey, you got to come check this out. She had high heels. The way down was metal stairs.
Oh, like slatted, like slats?
Yes.
Yeah.
Iced over slats,
Oh,
high
iced over
heels,
slats. Jeez.
high heels, and
Brutal.
she just slipped and face planted. And then she's like, "Oh," she's like, "Are you all right?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay." Drip, drip. You start to you don't see the dripping. You start to see the faux fur
Getting bloody.
Getting bloody, and I'm like, I don't think you're okay. I think you're bleeding.
Oh man.
So we went and got her like the butterfly Band-Aid.
Yeah.
And I called her chin strap for the rest of the night, which she still stuck with me. And I was like, and she's a trooper. She was like, we're still going to the movie. And she's like, just get me 2 aspirin. But her chin was busted open. She totally should have. We should have went to the. It was pretty bad. Ice is brutal, man.
Last night I was at my men's group. We meet every 2 weeks. We usually do like a dinner at one of our homes. Sometimes it's a potluck. A lot of times people host, and we went down to one of our members' homes, and we were having this really great dinner. They made me gluten-free spaghetti, and it was good. It was really great. And in the middle of dinner, our host face planted directly into his plate of spaghetti, and he was choking on a large he was like choking on a large piece of broccoli that must have cut off his like jugular blood flow, because it was really fast that he went down. And he remembered having
he kind of passed out into the
like we were all in the middle of a conversation, and he like keeled over.
no alcohol, no marijuana or anything.
No,
no,
like maybe like a quarter of glass of red wine or whatever. Like, it was not a party situation.
Yeah.
And then resuscitated. But yeah, I had a very scary moment last night when we were just in the middle of a meal, and our friend just like,
is he all right?
I think he's all right. I mean,
did anyone Heimlich him? Did he need to be
I was like on the verge of pulling him out of his chair and Heimliching him, but then he came to. And so, yeah, it was super intense. It was super wild. So yeah, I mean, things can happen, ladies and gentlemen, that are unexpected, that throw you for a curveball.
Well, wait, let's talk about our surroundings. Your house sitting. Is this a friend, a girlfriend?
Well, this is actually the home of another guy that is in our men's group who is in Maine for a few days. And so I've house sat here before. And
when you say our men's group, I'm not in the men's group. I'm not invited. I am a he/him, but I've not.
Well, you're also in the UK, and we're all in Vermont.
You get together physically.
Yeah, we were having dinner together last night.
Oh no, with those same people. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, cool! It's a beautiful. It looks like a beautiful home. I want to mention my home doesn't look like this usually. You guys usually can't see as much of it. Actually, do the widescreen for them so they can see a little bit more. I guess we'll just show it off.
Nice.
No, you. I meant you do the make it.
Wait, what do you want me to do? You want me to do
this? That's fine. Oh no, it's already there. You can see. Okay, whatever.
What are you asking for right now?
Nothing. Anyway, I'll just.
Wow.
I think you're already doing it, and I can't see half of my screen because I've moved it over. But Hudson's going to be here soon. We just moved everything around, and there's a little huge blow up mattress with a stupid. Do not ever buy a blow up mattress that has a headboard as part of the blow up. It's a total waste.
Seems like a waste. That seems like a weird thing.
You see it back there? It's totally stupid because now I can't put a sheet over it. It's ridiculous. But anyway, McKenna and I got this little Christmas tree here.
Cool.
And we got our kitchen is the little lights. Anyway, so we're ready to have our first just dad and 2 kid family Christmas here at
Casa Fellman. Dude, I'm gonna have to get a Casa Tellman.
No, you should stick with like Fellman or something. This was from Costa Rica, right? So
right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I pretend to be fluent in. Okay, so let's talk about. I pretend to be fluent in Spanish. People think, oh, you lived in Spain for 8 years, and Costa Rica for 3, and you're from Miami. You must be fluent in Spanish. I'm like, nope,
not so much.
No, un poco. Okay, so let's talk about what holds people back when we try to do that, and look at us look at me getting all distracted and going all over the place. Does that hold people back? Is that holding us back? The distractions, or is it the opposite of that? Because like in magic, people have heard of the term misdirection. I have other people call that attention jacking. Basically, it's it's basically like you're bringing their attention over here so that you can do something over here. Everybody's looking over here at this hand moving so you can do something over there. So obviously when I'm so the opposite of being focused is being distracted, right? So if you're not focused on something, you're able to and allowed.
I mean, so I'm doing a lot more live hypnosis sessions these days. I've shifted my business around, and I'm doing some different things where I'm working with a lot more one-on-one clients than I have in a long time. And one of the main, what's that?
With hypnosis.
Yeah. And it's mostly with entrepreneurs to help them break through money blocks and pop things up to the next level with their business and their income, right? And procrastination, distraction, lack of focus, not taking action it's all very similar. And I was just working with a a client that I won't mention by name, but that you know fairly well. And he was talking about distraction and being too easily distracted while we were in the middle of our hypnosis session. And I was like, well, dude, right now you and I are here. And just like Harris, right now you and I are here, and all of our viewers, you know, you're here watching this live, you're here watching us recording down the road, you're here, you're present, right? You're here in this moment, and you're literally procrastinating on every other thing in your life right now. But are you? You're focused on, I mean, Harris, you and I are focused on doing an episode of our show together, and our viewers are focused on watching said episode, right? Like, that's actually a fair amount of focus, and it's around business and trying to improve yourself. So, you know, are you focused? Are you distracted? I think that there's more to it and less to it, man. Partially because as you know, like, I've had some enormous highs and some enormous, or some maybe enormous lows isn't the right word. Some high highs and some low lows in terms of my income, my business, the level of financial success that I've achieved at different points in my life. Like, it's been a pretty spiky path for me. And what I've been doing recently is, in 2010, I started the New Hypnotists. It was a new company that I started up with Josh Burns and Mike Purvis, and I was getting out of selling internet marketing, list building, email marketing stuff, and I wanted to focus just on personal development mindset stuff, and I led with Wealth Hypnosis, and we created the prosperity process together. And I've been re-listening to the hypnosis sessions that I created around money mindset and wealth and prosperity and abundance 14 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I've been listening to hypnosis sessions from my younger self, mm-hmm. right? That sent them through time to the future to me today. It's been a very interesting experience. And I've been getting some insight with working with all these individual clients and revisiting some of my old material personally around like success and productivity and these types of things. And so part of it is around commitment. Like what you and I are doing with 75 Hard is strengthening the commitment muscle, right? The whole point is to become better at following through on the things that you say you're going to do, right? Whatever those are, right? Or at least that's one of my big takeaways from 75 Hard. Day 64 today, I think, by the way.
Yes, sir. It was really encouraging for me to see that somebody else in our group was also like, I was like, yesterday I was ready. I mean, dude, I read my 10 pages at 11:30 p.m. You know, I was
I know that move. I know that move.
And you know, the day before it was something else, and the day before, like, you know, so, and I think I've even mentioned some of that to you, but it was good to see that Jason, who I consider, you know, one of the strongest people in our, not Jason, it's a different person. It's funny. I used the wrong name, which is fine, because we don't need to say who it was.
I mean, it's good to respect people's privacy on this stuff, you know?
Yeah. It's actually not his name. I used the wrong name, which is fine. So somebody in our group, you know, I mean, he's done it a number of times, and
like more than I have. I think he said like 7 or 8 times.
Yeah.
So commitment and one's ability to consistently follow through on what you commit to, I think it's literally, there's another side to it, but I think that is one of the biggest defining factors between people that succeed and people that fail. Because people that succeed, generally speaking, have endured a lot of failure before they hit success anyway. Like, you have to deal with a bunch of BS in order to get good enough at something to succeed in the long term. Like, you have to build your skills. You have to, you know, maybe there's luck involved, but like, luck can only take you so far when you're launching something. You know, like having it work consistently over time, that takes showing up every day. And the problem is, though, that there are people who are out there that say, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the thing, but then they never succeed. So what, they just kind of like, they put in the reps, they work hard, but they never seem to make any real progress. And this dog wants to go out on the porch. One sec.
Yeah, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
So, it's right there. Okay. So, I mean, what comes up for me though when you say that is, what about I don't feel like, I think you have to be careful not to be too rigid with that. In other words, like if you commit to taking actions for whatever, I mean, like 75 hard is fine, but like, I mean, today I was like, I'm a little bit of fuck it because I'm sick. I'm like, I'm sleeping in. I'm gonna just have to figure it out, and I'm really glad that I slept in, and but I still don't want to fail at the 75 days. So I'll still do my best today to get through it. And I'll likely I'm sure I'll get it all done. I'll have to do my second workout much later than I usually do. And it's going to be all right. But, you do have to pivot sometimes, even within 75 hard, at least during the day, something else happens and you have to pivot. But even like with a business, right? Like, if you commit to something and you get feedback, you've got to be able to say, okay, let's change our direction or change our actions or something like that.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, if you think about it a little bit like, okay, I have a goal that I want to achieve, and like literally think about it like I want to summit that mountain. Okay, I want to get that's my goal. I want to get to the top of that mountain. I like, I'm not in great shape right now. By the end of the summer, I want to be able to climb that sucker or whatever, or maybe it's just like, this is what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going to climb that mountain, right? But like, let's say you go up the path to the mountain, and there's like a washout, and the trail's not there anymore.
Yeah.
So are you going to give up and turn back? Are you going to find a way around the washout and bushwhack for a while and like find your way back to the trail? Or, like all these things. Like,
I got lost in the wilderness in Costa Rica once, to a point where I was like leaving messages for my family, but it wasn't as bad as it sounds, but it got far enough where anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But like, and then what happens if you like break your leg and you get a compound fracture? Like, you're probably not summiting that mountain that weekend. Sorry, bub. Like, sometimes things happen that like screw your plans up. And so pivoting and adapting is absolutely part of success. And a lot of the time you don't get to the goal that you intended to get to. Sometimes you get to a smaller goal. Sometimes you get to a step along the way. Sometimes you get to a bigger goal and it's better than you could have hoped. And sometimes you get to a tangential goal that's like totally not where you intended, but like it really moved you forward because you moved forward and you got into action. And so but the commitment toward action and following through is one piece, but the other piece, dude, and this is the part that's harder to explain, and it's not as sexy, and people like, it's the hard work part, is, I remember in high school at one point, maybe there was like a slideshow, even in art class, and there was like a quote or something from one of the great sculptors, and artists. Mm-hmm. And it was something like, it was like Michelangelo or something. It was like, I don't, carve into the wood what I'm imagining. I remove what shouldn't be there in order to discover, what's inside, what naturally wants to come out of the car. And so and this has to do with alignment, right? And doing something that you already are committed to, so that you're not forcing yourself to do something that you don't really want to do, but that you're like putting added emphasis and focus on something that you already want to do. Nice. Exactly. Right? So it's like, how do we find that project or that goal or that business or that focus that like is an inherent expression of something that we want to create and we want to do, that is in business as an entrepreneurs, that also makes us a bunch of money. But where the money is not the focus, the money is the byproduct. And it's so easy to forget that, especially if we're setting money goals, numeric money goals, like I want to make $10,000 a month, or I want to do a, $1 million launch, or whatever your thing is, that's a benchmark. That's something that's measurable, but the money isn't the goal, right? The money's not the goal. Like the money's the byproduct of creating something cool, right?
Okay.
It's kind of like with weight loss, dude. Like you can be like, I want to lose the weight, but like the actions that you need to take aren't losing weight. They create the weight loss, right? And so the trick is staying focused on the thing that.
Well, I mean, some weeks when you're doing all the right things, you still don't lose weight. And
Right.
I used to, don't weigh yourself every day. You'll go crazy because you're like, oh, what did I do in the last 24 hours that caused me to gain a quarter of a pound?
Who
Nothing.
knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your body did its thing. Right.
Yeah, exactly. You just need to go to the bathroom, whatever. But yeah, I mean, part of it is it depends on what you with weight loss for sure. This is something that I've struggled with more than money, probably. I mean, and I've struggled with money here and there as well. But I even recently, had to say, okay, well, I mean, my weight. I don't give myself enough credit. Like in the 2 months that we've been doing 75 hard, I've lost 6 pounds.
Awesome.
Right. It's not enough. Like I'm like, as hard as we are working, I would like it to have been, a pound of, was it a pound of, I was about to say a pound a week, which is not so far off of 9 pounds anyway. Like, so, it's consistently going down way slower than when I used to lose weight 2 years ago, because I was 60 pounds heavier than I am now. And I had a lot, it's easier. And so anyway, I have other indicators that I'm getting healthier. Like, when you stretch your quad and you bend it backwards and you're standing on one leg, I usually have to hold on to a wall. And I'm starting to notice I don't always have to hold on to a wall.
Nice.
So this is like this little internal, this really small indicator that, oh, somewhere in me, I'm getting, my muscles are getting healthier. Like, and I can feel, whatever. But, but I still have this freaking, middle-aged man's belly, which pisses me off, but it doesn't, like, I'm like, it's just, I'm going to be okay with it. I'm learning to be okay with it. And that's a bit, and also okay with the process, okay with, like, I think that's what you're saying is like taking these actions. And that's the other thing, like exercise is a great example. There's so many other benefits to exercise than just weight loss. So
I mean, I don't exercise. I mean, it just depends on where your focus is. Like, I don't exercise for weight loss, but I love running, like
your face looks like you've lost weight now. Like I'm noticing, and maybe it's just better lighting or something, but you look a little bit more chiseled.
No, I am. I mean, I haven't weighed myself. I mean, in a few years,
Okay.
like I don't have a scale, but I'm like with my shirt off and whatever, I can definitely, like, I was definitely drinking alcohol too frequently over a very long period of time and was starting to develop belly fat and like all this stuff that like my exercise and diet wasn't compensating
Overcoming,
for, right? And so
you can't drink on 75 hard, right?
Right.
It was a non-issue to me because I was already not drinking. So
right. Well, I mean, it's a good excuse to stop, right? And so it took me like almost 2 months, like, before I noticed any like physical significant changes in the mirror for, or with my daily selfies. But but after like about 7 weeks, I think it was like, oh yeah, something's definitely changing now, but with the beard though, it also makes things look different though.
Covers it up a bit more. Yeah. Hey, so listen, I think we should do the hypnosis session. I think I should go to the bathroom first because I don't want to get so relaxed that I pee my pants. And then I'll come back and then we can do it. So say whatever.
What we'll do is we'll switch. Is I'll talk for a few minutes while you go to the bathroom, and then we'll switch it out.
Okay.
All right, guys.
I'll be right back.
So here's the story. We're about to do a live Wealth hypnosis session to help you upgrade and enhance your money mindset. And so if you have questions about money mindset or wealth hypnosis, I would love to hear them in the comments. And I'm curious, have you ever experienced hypnosis before? Have you ever been hypnotized before? Yes, no, or you experienced it, but you don't feel like you were hypnotized. It's it's either yes, I've been hypnotized, no, I've never tried to be hypnotized, or maybe, or somewhere in between, right? And so I'm curious, for those of you that are watching, have you ever been hypnotized before? We're about to roll into a introductory wealth hypnosis session where if you're driving, I want you to shut this video off now, right? If you're driving or doing anything that requires your focus and attention, I do want you to stop this and wait until you're at home where you can sit down or lay down and close your eyes and not put yourself or anyone else in danger. I want to make sure that you're not operating any heavy machinery, bulldozers, Mack trucks.
I'm not.
Fire engines, cranes, wrecking balls. Even if you're cleaning windows like on the 64th floor of a skyscraper, this is not the time to do hypnosis, right? You want to do it when you're able to sit down or lay down and close your eyes and chill out for a little while, and be safe, right? Because hypnosis is the state between being awake and asleep. It's called the hypnagogic state, and it's the snooze button state that you enter when you hit the snooze button when the alarm goes off and things are kind of warm and cozy and time and space seem to stretch out a little bit, and you're not entirely aware of the amount of time passing. It's also the state that you're in when you're drifting off to sleep at night, right? When you're in that in between being awake and being asleep state. And so what a hypnotist does is helps to guide you into that state and then hold you in that state for an extended period of time. Why? Because when you're in that state, you can learn very, very quickly. You can learn new habits, new ways of thinking. You can make new neural connections, open up new ways of reacting to old situations without nearly as much conscious interference, and holding you back based on what you believe about yourself in the past and so on, because you're kind of in that dreamy state where anything can happen. And so that's what we like to do with hypnosis and wealth hypnosis, is move you into that state, hold you there, and then help to create new connections, new pathways, new ways of thinking, behaving, feeling, believing that will serve you better than the old ones that you've had, that you inherited from your parents, that you adopted, through traumatic situations growing up, however you formed the beliefs that you have. If you want to improve your beliefs around money, break through the financial glass ceiling that you've been under, catapult from the financial plateau you might be stuck at up to the next level, then you're probably going to love this session. But before we jump into that, what are you doing? You're just like smelling salts.
No, it's like Vicks. I told you I was sick, so this helps clear me up a bit.
Gotcha.
It's menthol. It's just menthol.
No, I understand.
And a little cocaine.
That's right.
No,
all right, I'm going to run to the bathroom if you want to talk to the crowd for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Hey, everybody. So Tellman's going to go to the bathroom right now. I guess I'll pop back over here. Let me see. Can I do this? I think I can do this. And I can do that. Oh, look, there we go. It's Big Me, and we can watch in the back as Tellman. I have nothing to add when it comes to talking about hypnosis. Magic is not the magic I perform is not real magic, but it does give emotions. It does help people go into a state of wonder. But hypnosis. I've been hypnotized by Tellman. I've done self hypnosis since I was 16 years old, really, just to help me go to sleep. And just a matter of like counting down, getting yourself relaxed and going into a deeper state. I think there's similarities to, I would presume, self hypnosis and actual hypnosis. What is the benefit, Tellman, of like having an actual licensed hypnotist work with you versus self hypnosis?
Yeah, well, so there are a few benefits. One is hopefully years and years of experience working with people to help them overcome the stuff that's standing in their way, first of all. So working with a hypnotherapist or a hypnotist means you don't have to read any books about self-hypnosis, means you don't have to take any courses on self-hypnosis. I mean, it means you don't have to record any self-hypnosis sessions. On the other hand, learning self-hypnosis is a very common thing for my clients to do after they experience hypnosis, because they're like, oh, this changed my life. How else could I change my life? And I want to find out more about how all this works. And self-hypnosis for most people is the next natural step after they become believers, because realize, oh, hypnosis works. It works for me. I can change my life with it. How do I go deeper, right?
And
So
how long will this wealth hypnosis session be?
This session that we're about to do will probably be in the 20-minute range.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the changes will be instant and last me my entire life?
Yes,
last
the changes will be instant. They will last your entire life. It is completely guaranteed, or your money back.
Okay. I haven't sent you, but I haven't sent you any money.
Exactly, Harris. No, so here's the deal with hypnosis. Work like everything else. You can read a book, right? You can take a video course. You could join a live webinar. You could take an online class. You could work in a live group conference environment. You could do a live group series of classes, or you could work with someone one-on-one as an individual, right? And it all depends on how much assistance, guidance you want. How your budget is also a factor, right? Working with people one-on-one is more expensive than reading their book, right? And so I do have a book that I wrote quite a few years ago. It's a great book. It's called All Hypnosis is Self-Hypnosis, because it really is, right? A hypnotist is your guide, not your commander, right? Like a hypnotist can't magically take control of you. A hypnotist can show you how to magically take control of yourself. So focus on gaining more access to your own mind, your brain, your habits, your belief, and think of this as you're learning how to upgrade yourself as we go through this process.
What I'm asking is when will the money arrive in my bank account, Tellman?
The money will arrive in your bank account when you take the right actions that cause the money to arrive in your bank account.
Let's go.
So here's an example. You know what? Let me actually give you one more example before we get started. This is how I discovered wealth hypnosis. So it was back in the day. It was, and I had a local hypnotherapy office in Brattleboro, Vermont, and I was working with clients one-on-one. And I had this one weight loss client that bought 6 months of hypnosis sessions in advance. And he was very committed to losing weight. And we set up a 6-month-long program, and he had a lot of weight to lose, but he was hardcore. He was ready to do it. And so he was coming in every week. And he, as I said, he paid in advance, and he was just making amazing strides. He was just losing weight every single week. He was working out at the gym. He was eating great. He was drinking lots of water. He was, not hanging out with all the people that he used to hang out with. They ate like crap, and starting to spend more time with his healthier friends, like all the stuff. And he came in and he's like, well, what's next? I'm like, well, you have quite a few extra hypnosis sessions here, and you're doing awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to focus on? Is there anything else you'd like help with today? Any other areas of your life that you'd like to work on? And he said, well, can you hypnotize me to sell more cars? And I said, I don't see why not. I want to point out that I've never sold a car. Certainly not on a car dealership lot. Like,
right. You don't know the actions. You just,
and
you're just helping them.
At that point in my life, I wasn't even good at marketing.
Yeah.
Okay. I was in my early 20s. I hadn't studied marketing yet. And so, not really. And so I hypnotized him to have more confidence that he could sell cars. I hypnotized him to connect with at a deeper and more emotional level with his clients, to be more present. I hypnotized him to remember all of the details of every car on the lot. And I hypnotized him to like remain calm, remain collected, and to be really, really, really great at what he does. And he went in and he immediately doubled his sales, dude. Immediately doubled his conversion. So how long will it take the money to get in the bank? This is the thing, is like, it's like with quitting smoking, right? You can hypnotize, like many people quit smoking, quit a lifelong smoking habit in one hypnosis session. Most people will come back for, a half a dozen. With most hypnotists, we'll do half a dozen. So you approach it from several different angles and so on. But what ends up happening is, just because you've been hypnotized not to smoke anymore, and just because you don't have any nicotine cravings, and just because alcohol doesn't cause you to want to smoke anymore, and just because you naturally tend to avoid the places that you used to go and smoke and all these things, doesn't mean that you can't make a bad choice if you want to. And if you make a bad choice on purpose and you're like, screw it, this hypnosis is working great, I can just have one cigarette, you can very easily bring back an old bad habit if that's what you want to do. Okay. Anybody can do it, because it's real easy. And so a hypnotist can't force you not to make bad decisions, but a hypnotist can help you to make better decisions that might not have been available to you in a stressful or difficult or habitual situation in the past. And for most people, money is a pretty stressful situation, whether you have none of it or you have a lot of it. It's a pretty loaded topic for a lot of folks. So today we're going to help you guys to, we're going to help you make some more money. We're going to help you get focused in the right area. We're going to help you develop more confidence. We're going to help you raise your standard of living expectations for yourself. We're going to help work on your work ethic, your goals, your self-belief. And I think you're going to really like the session today. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. Oh, actually, let me look in the comments before we do this. Okay, Labosi. Well, you're going to get a chance to do hypnosis. I do see your other question here, Labosi, and I'm just going to answer it real quick, which I know is a little weird, but the question was, hey, Tellman and Fellman is working for a sales commission with the ability to build an audience for client, the same as a freelancer marketing business? No. The short answer is no. Happy to go into this more in depth, Labosi, but if you could ask, elaborate on your question, get to what you're really looking for here, because you're outlining two radically different businesses. So how can we help you today? Like if we were able to answer a question that would move you along, answer a question that if you had the answer, you'd probably make more money in the next week, right? Think about that. In the meantime, we're gonna jump into the hypnosis session here in a minute. Harris, did you have anything else you wanted to chime in on or ask about before we get started?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Great. All right, guys. So this is the beginning of our wealth hypnosis session. And as I mentioned before, if you're driving or doing anything that requires your focus and attention, please shut this off. Come back to it later. You want to be sitting down in a comfortable chair, maybe a recliner, maybe lay down on your couch, even your bed. It's ideal if you have earbuds on, but it's not necessary. If you're on your laptop or a phone, speaker is okay. And I do encourage you to make sure that your devices are in silent mode. And I'm confirming that my devices are also in do not disturb mode, so that you have as minimal opportunity for distraction as possible. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure you're in a safe and comfortable place. I'd like you to go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, just go ahead and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just begin to allow yourself to relax. Begin to allow yourself to relax only as much as you can possibly relax right now, from the top of your head all the way down to the very tips of your toes, and completely relaxed. And as you do begin to relax right now, perhaps you can imagine up at the top of your head, perhaps you can imagine a disc, a golden disc, a small golden disc of liquid light, just about the size of a coin, up at the top of your head, spinning, spinning, spinning and stretching, spinning and stretching, spinning and stretching out, spinning and stretching out like honey, coating the top of your head and scalp, relaxing every cell, every nerve, every pore, every part of your body, mind, and spirit that it touches. And as the golden liquid light continues to spread out over your scalp, relaxing away all the stress and tension of the day, relaxing all the stress and tension of the day away, smoothing away the stress and the creases in the forehead, relaxing your forehead completely, down deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. And as you do, continue to relax even more now, perhaps listening to the sound of my voice in your mind, hearing my words, repeating them in your own mind and brain as your words, allowing them to become clear in your mind, giving yourself the suggestions that you're hearing right now, deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. And as this relaxation continues down into your temples, slowly moving into the mind and brain, golden liquid light moving into the left and right hemispheres of your brain, perhaps you can even begin to feel your brain buzz just a little bit, a hum of new connections being made. As you allow these new connections, these new neural pathways, these new neural connections to be created between the mind and in the brain, allowing for new perceptions, perspectives, observations, ideas, possibilities, abilities, skills, habits, and beliefs to be formed that allow you to achieve your goals, to move closer and closer to your dreams, to become the person that you know you're meant to be. And as you do, continue to relax more and more, more and more. Relaxation moving down into your jaw, across your eyes and eyelids, relaxing the eyes completely, relaxing your nose and lips, down into the back of your neck and throat, and allowing that relaxation to continue down now, to continue down now, to continue down now into your shoulders and across your shoulders and down into the upper arms, relaxing the upper arms completely, deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed, allowing the biceps to relax, your triceps down, deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed, down into your elbows and forearms, down into your wrists and hands, down into your fingers and fingertips, and all the way out to the very tips of each finger and completely relaxed. And as this relaxation continues down now from your shoulders down into your back, allowing the golden liquid light to move down, 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 down into the spine, moving down into the spine, lighting up the spine one vertebrae at a time, allowing the golden liquid light to move down, down into your upper back, stretching out to the left, stretching out to the right, relaxing all the muscles in your upper back completely, down, deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. And as this relaxation continues down now, continuing down into your mid-back, relaxing the mid-back completely, down, 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 down into your lower back, moving down into your lower back, relaxing all the muscles, the fibers, the tension, the nerves, the bones in your lower back completely, down, down into your tailbone, and relax. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. Taking a nice slow, deep breath into the chest and lungs and holding it for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhaling. Breathing out completely. Relaxing. Breathing normally. Easily. Quietly. Comfortably. And completely. Relaxed. Down. 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 Deeper. Deeper. And deeper relaxed. And as this relaxation continues down now, down into your hips, down into your pelvis, down into your quads, relaxing the upper legs completely, relaxing your quads and your hamstrings, down, 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 down into your knees, into your shins and calves, down, 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 down into your ankles and feet, and relaxing your feet completely. The golden liquid light spiraling around into your ankles, into the soles of your feet, relaxing all of the muscles, the fibers, the nerves, all the points and the soles of your feet, like the most incredible foot massage you've received in your entire life, sending waves of relaxation rippling up your body from the tips of your toes all the way on up, all the way on up, all the way on up to the very top of your head, and from the top of your head all the way back down again, all the way back down again, all the way back down again to the very tips of your toes, and completely relaxed. And in this wonderfully calm, relaxed, and comfortable state, you can begin to imagine, to remember exactly where it is you're going, what it is you're working toward, and what inspired you to be an entrepreneur in the first place. Beginning to remember the feelings, your vision, your affirmations, your words, your thoughts about what it is that you are working toward creating right now. Remember, it's not just about the money. The money is not the goal. Living a better life is the goal. And what does that mean for you? Is it a house or a car or a vacation? Is it sending your kids to college or having a life partner or traveling the world? Or is it creating something wonderful? Maybe opening a restaurant or writing a book or releasing a music album. Maybe creating a course around something that you love that means the world to you. I'm not sure exactly what it is that you are working toward. And maybe you know at a conscious level exactly what that is. And it's becoming clearer and clearer and clearer with each and every day that passes. Or maybe you're only aware what you're working toward at a subconscious level, and you will become more aware at a conscious level as you continue to focus on moving forward each and every day in the direction of your goals and your destiny. I'm not sure exactly how much money you want to make per month, but I know that you know exactly how much money you want to make per month. Allow that number to become clear, clear, clear in your mind. Allow your new monthly income to become clear, clear, clear in your mind. This is not the goal. This is the byproduct of achieving your goal. Whether you're starting a new business or you're a salesperson, whether you're a freelancer or an info marketer, whether you're an author or a course creator, whether you create communities or email lists, whether you're an affiliate marketer or you sell your own products or services, whether you're an investor and into crypto, whatever your path or paths are, there are so many different ways to make that amount of money per month. You focus on what's most resonant, what's immediately ahead of you, what wants to be created, what wants you to bring it into this world. And as you move forward with your ventures to create something meaningful, something fulfilling, something that you truly, deeply can commit to working toward each and every day without resentment and without fear, because you know this is what you should be doing right now. You become more enthusiastic, more clear, more motivated, and more determined to continue moving forward. You find ways of connecting with new people. Perhaps you have dreams that give you insight on how to move forward in the direction toward your goals. You find a new sense, a renewed sense of enthusiasm, focus, and commitment to creating your dream business and creating your dream life. And with each and every day that passes, you become better and better. You become a more skilled entrepreneur with an enthusiasm for learning. You find yourself unable to be thwarted or discouraged. You remain optimistic, even in the most dire of circumstances. You can think clearly and be an inspiration to others every step of the way. And as this continues to be the case for you, as you become more motivated and more focused to discover your path and to move toward it with each and every passing day, in just a few moments, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And when I do, it will be time to return fully back into the room, only as quickly and only as completely as you can fully integrate, activate, utilize, and realize each and every one of the powerful hypnotic suggestions you've experienced here today during our time together. Beginning now. 1, 2, taking a nice slow deep breath in, exhaling. 3, 4, stretching out the hands and the feet, the arms and the legs. 5, 6, rolling the shoulders back. 7, 8, stretching out. 9, opening the eyes, and 10. Welcome back. Welcome back. Feeling fine and in perfect health. Feeling better than you felt in a very, very, very long time. Congratulations. You've just experienced wealth hypnosis. That's right. That's right.
I don't want to interrupt anybody.
How was that for you, Harris? What was that like?
Well, fine. I think I fell asleep before, and then I did wake back up in a whatever state when you started doing the suggestions. Did you ever count down numbers? I noticed you counted up.
I didn't in that case.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, oh, I missed that. But I think because I don't know, but there was also some self-talk, but it was great. Yeah, it was good.
Cool. Yeah. So that falling asleep experience is, it feels like falling asleep. It's momentarily losing consciousness, right? It's losing conscious awareness. And that's because your consciousness has gone into dreamland and is no longer listening to what I'm saying. And that's one of the key points of hypnosis, right? Like that's a great skill to have. So really, really cool. I would love to hear anyone that listened to that, please share what your experience was in the comments below.
Yeah, anywhere that you're listening to it, comment on it. If Lubosi's around, I'd love to hear what his experience was. I have to go to the bathroom again, which is weird because it was just 20 minutes ago, I think, when I went. But
yeah, well, gallon a day.
Do you have anything else to say before we end, or?
Yeah, what I have to say is we have a new money mindset community that we're starting. And so if you're interested in becoming part of the money mindset community and experiencing a lot more wealth hypnosis to rewire your mind to make more money,
put it there. Do you have
I don't have a link for it right now. Just mention it in the comments. Just say I want in, something like that in the comments, and I'll send you a link as soon as it's live.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching Tellman and Fellman episode 81. And I hope you got some great. You're welcome, Lubosi. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for being here with us. Our number one, I think he's probably one of our number one fans. We see him a lot.
Right.
Would love to know more about him and his journey, to be honest with you. So tell us more about you. And I don't think you're in the US, if I remember correctly, but I'm not either. So whatever.
That's right.
Anyway, I got to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody.
Cool. All right. We'll say goodbye and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Toodaloo.